Good morning, gang. Happy Sunday morning. Okay, here we go again. So first off, let me apologize for no live stream last night. For those of you that didn't see it on the community board or whatever, I wound up running a fever yesterday. You saw me in the morning having the sniffles, and it just got worse as the day was long. And I just didn't have it in me to do the live stream last night. So after Mrs. P pouring about a gallon of hot tea into me and living on NyQuil and now DayQuil, we'll see if I can make it through today and kind of keep chugging along because little things can't stop us. Stuff's got to get done. So maybe we got some good news here in the last couple of days, or at least forward progress. Let's put it this way: not progressive, but actual progress. Few things happened here that I want to go over, and each one of them is a little short, but they're good news. First off, Louisiana yesterday had their gubernatorial election to replace John Bel Edwards, who was term limited out. He was the Democrat governor of Louisiana for the last 2 terms, and he's gone. Louisiana got smart and replaced him with their former Attorney General, Jeff Landry, who's a conservative. This is a good thing. This is the first major election going into the 2024 election season. Now, it's not a great big shock. We'll give you this. Louisiana is about as ruby red as you get. Okay. And John Bel Edwards won the last 2 elections because the Republican candidates were just absolute dirtbags. Yeah, there are those, trust me. But the fact that the legislature in Louisiana isn't hogtied anymore because of, they passed something and John Bel Edwards says, no, veto, that's a good thing. So here was the first one. The second one is Texas. And this one, we're all going to appreciate. Thank you, Texas. We should all say thank you to Texas. On Thursday, and I just found out about this, the Texas legislature approved a bill that, get this, will give local and state police the authority to arrest illegal immigrants. They don't have to be speeding. They don't have to break into a store, whatever it is. Are you here legally? No. You're under arrest. That's the crime. The bill, SB 11, basically makes it a state crime to cross into Texas from a foreign country illegally. So what Texas has basically done here is they have created their own border patrol, okay, with their own laws. And remember, state law is supposed to, federal law is supposed to support state law, right? States' rights. Let's go into that. So you can imagine that the Biden administration is going to go ballistic over this, but that's fine. But now I'm just waiting to see state cops, city cops, whatever, put down on the southern border going, here, help Border Patrol. Border Patrol says, yeah, well, we caught this guy. Oh, okay, well, you're under federal jurisdiction. I'm under state. We'll take it from here. You're under arrest, cuffed, put in a bus. Goodbye. Okay, that's it. So, good for Texas. Maybe they're doing more. I mean, I got to give Greg Abbott credit for this. Okay, he has done more to protect the southern border than Biden has done stealing money. Okay, Greg Abbott. Say what you will. Some people say he's a rhino or whatever it is. I'll give you this. He's doing anything and everything it takes to protect Texas. So kudos to the legislature, kudos to Greg Abbott, kudos to the people of Texas. Now, start getting us some videos, start getting us film of DPS with a chain gang behind them. That's what I want to see. So finally, this one, and there's parts of this that are interesting, but apparently there's a rumor going around. I can't verify this, that the Biden administration wants to bring in 250,000 Palestinians into the United States and resettle them in New York, Philadelphia, Detroit, and Minneapolis. That part's a rumor. Okay? The facts of this one are the progressive wing of the Democrat Party, i.e. the Squad, i.e. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, the communist side, they are bending Biden's ear to do this. Okay, that has already been announced by them. They want to bring in a whole bunch of Palestinian exiles. I don't know what you want to call them. Certainly not going to call them refugees. But it's interesting because the countries around Israel, Egypt doesn't want the Palestinians, Syria doesn't want the Palestinians, Jordan doesn't want the Palestinians, and so nobody wants them, but the lunatic liberal left wants to bring them to the United States. Now, fortunately, on Friday, Representatives Tom Tiffany from Wisconsin and Andy Ogles here from Tennessee introduced a bill, and I love how they've always got to make some cute acronym, the Gaza Act, okay? The Guaranteeing Aggressors Zero Admission Act. And I'm like, come on, you spend more time coming up with the cutesy title than you do with it, what it is. But what this act is, okay, this is in front of Congress, is to prevent anyone entering the United States who has a Palestinian passport. Now, it makes a lot of sense because if you think about this, Hamas is basically the government in the Palestinian territory. Okay? How difficult is it to be? Terrorist organizations are government. Okay, you're a terrorist. Great, we'll give you a passport. And then we're supposed to just let them in. Oh, they've got a passport. And whether or not we require a visa, I'm assuming we do. There you go. So the Republicans, or at least two of them, and I'm assuming that this will get a lot, not 100% of support, because even the Democrats are saying no to this, will pass. And that would make us not take in Palestinians into it. Because all we're doing at that point would be importing the terrorists. Who's going to run away, from the Gaza Strip or anything like that? The terrorists are trying to run away. The civilians are trying to run away too. But who's got the funding? Palestinians aren't known to be extremely wealthy. Okay, so how the hell are they going to get here? So we'd be letting terrorists onto U.S. soil. Which brings in the last point of this one. And this is something that everybody really needs to pay attention to, is all these comments about, it's so unfair. They're only giving them 24 hours to evacuate Gaza, before Israel flattens it, right? They need more time. Please answer me this question. How much time did Hamas give the Israelis to evacuate their house, school, hospital last Saturday? None. They just went in and blew everything up. Okay, just started assassinating, killing, murdering, raping, pillaging, and burning. Okay, tough. I don't care. You wanted Hamas as your ruling legislative body? You got what's coming to you. Same thing with us in the United States. How many times do we say, you voted for this prick? I have no sympathy for you when, somebody says, well, Biden did this to me. You voted for him, dumbass. Stop bitching about how much food costs. It's your fault, okay? Same thing with Hamas, okay? Elections have consequences. That doesn't only apply in the United States. In some cases, Greg Abbott. In some cases, Louisiana. Elections have good consequences. In other places, Washington, D.C., in the Gaza Strip, bad consequences. Deal with them.